Now let's talk about the new inbound processing. Let's have a look how the current inbound processing works. So the inbound processing is starting with the flow, like the processing unit that you see here when a message is coming from a client or adapter. Where you have the first step is to create the message, to receive the message and store the message and persist the message. Then we have a workflow where we can check the condition, what to do with the data. Do not process anyway, but put here some condition before processing. After that, we are going to the mapping step where we're transforming the data from the external data, mapping into the Salesforce application structure. And then we are going to the operation step where here, for example, we do the database operation like upsert, insert, update, and delete. But we also support more functionality like invoke auto launch process, like start here the event, the workflow that we can do much more. But this is just an example how a processing chain looks like for the inbound processing. So you have here 4 different processing steps. And when you need to do put your own logic, at the moment you need to replace the whole flow, the complete flow. You need to replace by the Apex class. So you cannot say, oh, I have a very complicated mapping, so I want only to replace the mapping block, and then the other one I still need it, like the standard step for workflow for condition-based processing, and then the operation where I do the database operations is still needed, but I need only the mapping to do with my own logic. So that is not possible. When you need to do it, you need to replace all 4 steps with your Apex class. So that is too unflexible. It's too fixed, so that we are thinking, okay, let's now be possible to enhance whatever you want on which place you want. So here you see again the flow, the standard flow. Then we have a so-called plug-in logic, where you can plug in your custom processing anywhere, like before processing here. Then you are going to the next would be the workflow, but before you're going to the workflow step, you can add your custom logic to do something before the workflow. This one is before the mapping, so you can do before the mapping and before operation. So on each processing block, the standard Skyba processing block, you can plug in and add your custom logic. That is called the custom plugin. We also have enhanced the capability for you that you even can replace the Skyba block if you don't like it, or if you have a very complicated operation, so that you can say our graphical mapping is not powerful enough because you have an unstructured data like just a Word file or text file, and you want to scan the file yourself. Then you can replace our mapping, because for that example, our mapping is not designed. Our mapping is designed for structured data like JSON structure or XML structure, which represent a hierarchical or flat structure. Then the graphical mapping can do the job very good. But if you have unstructured data and you send through here and you want to map, it's not possible. Then you can add a custom mapping class, so that you are still going using the message persistent feature. You are using the workflow condition-based processing, but then you are using your custom mapping class and then going back to the operation, because after that you need only to do an upsert and insert and update again. So that is the possibility now for the inbound processing, where you can add your logic in 2 different ways and at any places where before or after the Skyba processing unit. So you have the yellow one, which is the so-called plug-in custom logic, and you have the blue block where you replace the Skyba processing unit totally.